Hey, in this series, I break down what's happening in tech. In this week, Ubuntu gets edge verification. The second topic is Cloud leaks their source code. And the last one is Ubuntu again. Ubuntu is raising their memory requirements. Let's take a look.
Well, let's start with the first topic. For those who don't know, California passed a new law called Digital Age Assurance Act. It will start on the new year, January 1st, 2027. The idea is simple. The operating system must know your age. We can see the bill from here. And the law mandates that operating system providers, including Windows, macOS, Linux, and SteamOS, must collect the user's age or date of birth during the device setup process and transmit encrypted age bracket signals to developers via a real-time API. And here we can see the full text of the bill. It's not just software applications or online services, also operating system provider, as you can see here, are responsible. And the idea is simple. The operating system must know your age. When you set up your device, it will ask for your birth date or age. Then apps can ask the system how old is this user or which age group this user belongs to. And of course, it's also affecting the Linux operating system, even though it's the open source. Actually, if any enterprise software or company quoted to the New York Stock Exchange, this company or software should obey the laws in the United States or in California. In this case, this bill passed from California, but it's also applied. It's also Brazil and Colorado approved similar bills. Operating system providers already started to prepare, and on the Linux side, they are thinking to put this age, birth date or age identifier into the system D. It's so strange. System D is already most of the people already complain about system D because it's bloated, and now birth date will be added into JSON field, and it's already a GitHub PR for the system D prepared and merged. And if we check the PR, it says stores the user birth date for age verification as required by the recent laws in California, Colorado, Brazil, etc. Full date rather than just birth year. Yeah, for the devices set up before January 1st, the OS provider must provide the interface by July 1st of July in 2027. And in system D itself will contain the birth date, full date, and it will provide to the applications through some APIs, probably, the age group. Under 13, 15, 16, 17 or 18 plus. I don't know how it will work because in different countries or in different states, these laws are different, these age groups. For example, you can buy a beer in Germany if you are 16, but I don't think it's possible in the States. Also, yes, systemd doesn't expose your age to the web, and it only lays to the groundwork for apps to request an age category. But we have a big but here. Currently, they are preparing it for the applications. Applications will ask to systemd, and systemd will provide the age group. But probably in the future, browsers will ask too, and with that way, a web page can ask the browsers, Firefox, Chrome, or anything, let's say Brave, how long this user old, how old is this user, or which age group this user belongs to, and if browser adopt this, websites could check your age. Yeah, from the surveillance standpoint, it's definitely too bad. I don't think they will just use this feature, let's say feature, for just protecting kids, but they will get your age and they will track your activities, probably governments and secret agencies. Also, I'm 100% sure the companies will sell this information as a marketing. Other than that, as I said, enterprise distros already accepted this change, and Ubuntu, Red Hat, Fedora, Debian probably, and SUSE will obey this law, and they already merged, not distributed yet as far as I know, but they will comply with this change. And some other community-based Linux like Arch Linux, Gentoo, Alpine will not comply. And as far as I know, Arch Linux already commented this change as a retarded suggestion. Yeah, that's all from the Linux and age assurance side. We will see what happens in the next days, which distros will comply, which distros won't. Interesting times. Now let's talk about the Claude Code leak. Anthropic confirmed that the source code of their AI coding assistant was accidentally exposed. Not a hacked, just a human error during packaging. They pushed an npm release that included a source map file that basically opened the door over 500,000 lines of code, internal TypeScript code. Actually, probably they forget to remove that map file, or they forgot to put it in a, let's say, git ignore. And due to that map file, developers reverse engineered the map file and found all 500 million JavaScript codes. Also, the comments near them. And not just the source code, also with reverse engineering, developers and the people found that there are some unknown or not disclosed features in the Claude Code application. The first of it, body, a Tamagotchi inside your terminal, and with this gacha system, I hope I pronounced correctly, there are some stats: debugging, patience, chaos, wisdom, snark. I haven't tried this things yet. It's very new. And another feature is Kairos, always on. A persistent, always running cloud assistant. Don't wait for your type, it's proactive. And they also declared here. And Ultra Plan, 30 minutes remote planning sessions. The Dream system, Auto Dream, background, it's making background memory consolidation like sub agent. And another undercover mode, multi-agent orchestration system. All of them discovered. Fast mode, they call that penguin. Yeah, normally penguins are so slow, but also tool registry. Yep, hidden beta headers. Yeah, lots of feature flags. Also now known. I don't know if Anthropic want us to know that feature, but already it's already on the GitHub right now, and people are writing or forking their own cloud tools or applications as open source with some modifications, and they are trying to remove limitations. Another thing found that it's not on this page, but when you swear in your prompts, it's logging you. That's crazy, but this is also another thing. Yeah, this is the things from the cloud side, and let's switch to our last topic, Ubuntu. And now quickly about Ubuntu 26.4, and this one is less about a big feature and more about a shift. Ubuntu is expected to raise the recommended memory RAM to around 6 gigabytes for desktops, and some websites are already complaining about it's more than Windows 11. Which they say more about Microsoft than Canonical, but I think it's okay. 6 gigabytes is not much RAM today. Yeah, even MacBooks now coming with 8 gigs of RAM. Here we can see details. Yeah, running Windows 11 on 4 gigs of RAM, technically possible, but no one wants to use that computer. And this is the release notes of upcoming Ubuntu. And here they stated clearly a minimum of 6 gigs RAM and 25 of free hard drive space. And we will also see newer GNOME versions, better VLAN support, better sandboxing, Kubernetes, and Docker support in this new Ubuntu. I will cover these details in a separate video. That's it for last week's news. 3 stories, 1 takeaway, everything is changing. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm planning to post a new summary every Monday or Tuesday. See you in the next one. Bye.